Saturday. Things really aren't looking good for me. I know that it's been a while I last updated you, especially with my current situation, but I've been mostly walking, looking for an exit, if there is any. Food has been more difficult. My school lunch has obviously ran out since I got here, and I haven't had any luck with finding a canteen anywhere. I've since resorted to trying to break into a snack machine, and it worked as I expected. I've found several snack machines selling chips, cookies, and what else. My only concern about food is that it may not sustain me long term in the worst case. I've been collecting water from the various water fountains, and they, of course, work as any would. My phone is still running, but the charge is in the lower quarter, and I'm trying to limit my use of it. One thing that I've noticed since being here is that the rooms are changing. I can't adequately describe what it looks like, but it looks like the environment, or whatever you can call it, is distorting. The longer I walk or run for, the more messy and unnatural the classrooms, hallways seem. Like it's being copied over and over and beginning to corrupt itself. The best way I can explain it is tracing a drawing over and over. This isn't really a concern for me right now, but if I can survive in this place long term, it might become a problem. Right now, some classroom dimensions are all over the place. Walls are shorter or larger than they should be, doors are bent or too small, etc. I've noticed that even the floor is getting bumpy, and I can't go back to where it was better. As well as the walls, the posters are distorting. Not just the posters themselves, but what they say. Since Plainview sold out to sponsors to pay bills, a lot of brand posters went up around the school. Well, those copied here as well, and they're getting messy. When I first started walking, I didn't think much of it. Now, they're getting hard to look at. I think the problem is worse than distorting halls though. On one of my class inspections, which were unfortunately common now, I found a rather large class directly next to a supply closet. The room had distorted to the point where it was several times larger than normal, about the size of our gymnasium. The supply closet seemed normal, but it went back about 20 feet, directly contradicting the classroom space. This is impossible. If things get worse, I could become trapped somewhere, unable to escape. Truly encaved. We said the title, roll credits. I have a theory on how I can escape though. It's a long shot, but it might just work. If this place can only grow by copying things that already exist here, what if I add things that it can copy? If this place can only grow by copying things that already exist here, what if I add things that it can then copy? If it can copy concepts from my journal, then I can create anything I want here, for any purpose, like a lucid dream. For example, a door that will lead to the real world outside of the school building. If this works, I'll be damned. It's a real long shot, but I'm relying on any chance to get me out. Tuesday. Oh my gosh. So much has happened these past few days, you won't believe it. First of all, I think my escape plan is working. I had a theory about how this place operated, and I think that I was correct. This place can only copy what's already here, unable to make anything unique. I just added a few concepts in using my journal, and it worked. Right in front of me, as I write this, is our big red door with exit in large lettering. I know this is unique because, unlike everything else in this area, I can't see any visible distortion. Also, it lacks fine details. It looks way smoother than any other object here, like it's made of finely polished marble or made of glass. Just last night, as I was looking for a place to lay down, I found a classroom with a ceiling so high I couldn't see the top of it. Just 4 horrifying walls going straight up. Distortion has been getting worse over the last few days as well. I can only assume that I've walked about at least about 50 miles since getting here. I can't even imagine the size of a real building that large. It seems that the level of distortion is also going up faster. However, it's not just the distortion anymore, too. Whenever I look at a mirror now, I can almost see my reflection lagging slightly. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. I don't really know. Hopefully, though, this escape plan will actually work out and I'll be free. If this keeps up, I may not be able to survive. Even the laws of nature are distorting in here, and if I stay here any longer, this may become a true hell. Oh, and that exit door I found, I opened it. It's just stairs, going up for as far as the eye can see. I guess I either didn't define exactly where this door would go specifically, or it's going to actually take me outside. The stairs go on forever, just like that classroom. If these really go anywhere real, I don't know how long it may take me. Just know, as I was writing this, something new happened. Throughout all my entries and my miles, nothing like this happened. I can hear music? A real old-timey song. Sounds like it's coming from really far away too. If I didn't have a huge door that said exit right next to me, I might have followed it. Maybe it's just this place messing with me, making me think I'll actually leave. Either way, it doesn't look like there are any vending machines along the staircase, so I'll need to stock up on food and water. It sounds like it's dozens of miles away, let loud enough to be heard. It's almost creeping me out, as if it came up right after I found this door. Either way, I've stocked up on food and water since I found this place, never going too far from it. I think I'm going to start climbing now. As soon as I gave it my first step, the entire place seemed to shake an imperceptible amount, almost like electricity was flowing through everything. Everything looks fuzzy, if you can believe that, like it was a few weeks ago, looking outside and thinking that something wasn't right. Regardless, I hope that's a good sign. See you in my next entry, if I can. I don't know if these stairs will even end at all. Maybe they go on for billions of light years, pretending to be an exit. Maybe they'll actually take me back and end. If they do end, though, how long will I be climbing? Hours? Weeks? Honestly don't know. If I die while trying to escape, I can only hope that it happens quickly. Goodbye for now. Thursday. It's been a while, or at least I think it has. The stairs aren't showing any sign of ending, and my excitement has turned since then. Since I didn't want to leave the area when I found that exit door, I wasn't able to get much food before I went, and that supply is running low. Though I don't think that's my biggest problem. I don't really know why, but the temperature has been changing recently. I guess the school still had working heat, but whatever this place is doesn't. I have a temperature reading app on my phone, and according to it, the temperature has dropped about 10 degrees since I started. The regular school never changed, no matter how distorted things became. If this continues on like this, I may need to turn back before I reach the end, if there is an end. My water is almost out too. I'm trying to ration it out, but it's still going fast, and I don't want to starve myself. Though I have one far more pressing issue: the music. I think it's getting slightly louder. It's starting to drive me insane. When I first heard it, I assumed it was some type of oldie song, since I couldn't really hear the lyrics. Now that it's gotten louder, I can't make out anything I recognize. It sounds to me like some kind of folk song. All I know is that whatever is producing it is getting way closer, and I need to get farther away. I don't know if it's a friend or enemy, but judging how everyone's disappearing, I don't think so. I haven't slept in 2 days, and I've barely stopped walking since I began. Like usual, I hope that it's just a hallucination. I'm almost losing hope at this point, but I know that a few hours might make a difference. Wait, I think I see a light far up ahead. It's almost like a laser pointer. You can't see it unless pointed directly at you. It has a faint green hue, almost like paint. It looks to be miles away, but with nothing but air, I guess I can still see it. If that means it's the exit, I'll need to run there before I either freeze or before whatever is producing that noise gets to me. I'll be going now. See you on the other side. Friday. I'm almost at the green light. I just stopped to write one last journal entry before making it out. The green light has always been getting brighter, and I think it's some kind of lantern. However, as I've been getting closer to the end, the temperature has begun to drop a lot faster than it did before. My phone is also dead, so I can't read the temperature if I wanted to. If this isn't an exit, I'll probably just freeze to death at the top. Nobody wants that, right? Even my sweat is freezing to my body. Really uncomfortable. What's worse, the music has also been getting louder. I don't think I'm hallucinating anymore. More like something is getting closer. It's like that feeling when you walk down a dark hallway and can feel something behind you, except that thing is miles away. My only hope of survival is reaching the top of these stairs and finding out if there's a door on the other side. If I can reach the end and I can't leave, then I'll either freeze or face the music. Wait, just now I heard some rumbling coming from the bottom of the stairs. Instead of music, something is vibrating the ground. It feels like it's deep below, but also right next to me. I think that thing is getting closer and I don't want to stick around. I took off running as fast as I could towards the green light. I think that it's about a 10-minute sprint. I don't know if I can make it, but I have to in order to survive. If that thing catches me, if I go too slow, I'm dead.